Yeah, you see that? Hey, YouTube. I'm putting on my mask. Should I put my mask on? I have a real mask. No, I was just watching this video about it's titled "Why People Hate You," and I mean the guy's like a deep philosopher, and he said a lot of things that resonated and made a lot of sense. And I was like, yeah, I can. I mean, it's so easy for me to just pawn it off as people hate me because whatever. I used to just say it was jealousy. It's jealousy seems like hate, right? And I thought it was jealousy a lot, but it's not just jealousy. Then I was like, what? What is wrong with people? Like, they hate you because you exist? I mean, come on, get over it. But whatever. And then he was talking about isolation and how once you start seeing, you know, that that people just are not comfortable around you anymore because you're feeling your real self or what you think is your authentic self, then people are not comfortable around you. And then he goes to this whole other part of the philosophy where it's like, but then you can be this like ego maniac about your authenticity, and then that's not real. And so I was digging into that, like, because it's not that I'm obsessed with authenticity, but I like my natural self. I like just being. I like that. I really do like that. And I guess some people want to just always label it authentic. But would you do that with an animal? I mean, would you? Would you say, well, if the cat is, messing with you, that's not the cat's authentic self? Whereas if the cat is just, licking herself or chasing a squirrel or eating, then that's her authentic self, right? You wouldn't say that about a cat, but we say this about human beings. The mask. Take the mask off, put the mask on, take the mask off, whatever. I mean, it's deep and stuff, but it's also like kind of annoying because when I really dig inside of me, what's really true about me and what I really feel, I don't hate you. I don't hate people. I mean, I say it. I say it all the time. Like, I love everybody and then I hate everybody. You know, like both sides of my heart and my brain, whatever. It's just some I think you too had written a song about the woman who was trying to throw her arms around the world. You do that for decade after decade after decade, and you consider yourself a giver, and you share, and you don't even get that much in return, you know, and then you just like wake up. Yeah, you wake up like you're 50 years old, and you're like, fuck this shit. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm over it. I'm over trying to impress you. I'm over being the way you want me to be. I'm over, fake smiles and fake handshakes and pretending that my face doesn't look like I'm pissed off because I am pissed off, you know? And then like even things that are supposed to be nice, things that are supposed to be pleasant and peaceful, they can still piss me off. Like, you know, for example, I dance and I sing all alone here in this room when nobody's around. And I find my real voice. I find my real voice all alone. Not trying to karaoke and sound like Barbara Streisand or whoever's song I'm pulling up. I'm not trying to sound like them. I find my real voice, or I paint a painting. I find my real vision. Or I dance. Am I dancing my way or am I just dancing like the washing machine because I know how to do the washing machine? It doesn't really matter. When I'm dancing, I don't feel authentic when I'm dancing because dancing is trained. I'm trained. Not that I went to dance school all my life, but all my dance I know like all my dance moves. I know they have a name and that anybody can do those dance moves. So I don't feel like my dancing is authentic whatsoever. But when I find my real voice, no matter whose song I'm singing or if I'm singing my own song, then I feel like that's authentic. When when I'm writing, that's my authentic voice. When I'm, you know, the when you're around other people, whether you're actually performing on the stage with a script or you're just dealing with the superficiality of societal norms. I mean, inside. I know inside of me when I'm being fake. I call it being a poser. When I'm being fake and when I'm, biting my tongue because the realness is just not going to be pleasant. So, I guess why I'm a little agitated is that not that his video, you know, doesn't resonate because it really does. It resonates with what I'm going through, but that right after I watched that video, I saw a musician that I used to really enjoy his music. I'm not even going to mention his name because I'm upset right now. And I had just done some, home karaoke where I was trying to find my own voice. I was listening to the rhythm of current music, and then I was just going to slower jams where my pace is at, and then I was finding my authentic voice in music, and I really enjoyed it. I'm sorry that I'm not trying to be arrogant or cocky or conceited or egomaniac. I mean, we are allowed to enjoy ourselves. I'm allowed to enjoy my authentic voice. And I guess I have, I like musicians. I like listening to good music. But whenever I see some young people, you know, trying to share back at me, I see things that upset me, you know, and it's some bitterness between envy and it's some kind of envy and anger. It's envy and anger mixed into this bitterness where I guess it's because I'm in my 50s and I'm sitting here singing to the television, instead of I can remember when I was 19 and trying desperately to get other musicians to take me seriously, trying desperately to get other musicians to really make a band with me, and I wasn't taken seriously. I was rejected. A couple of musicians who did play with me, we made some really nice songs, but I mean, it was short lived. It wasn't, you know, I guess I don't, I don't want to watch the new generation. I don't want to watch people, doing things that I'll never do. I don't want to watch or listen to new music that only reminds me of 30 years where I was a Burger King girl and while they were having a jolly good time. This is not, you know, egomaniac. This is bitterness. This is bitterness that I spent 30 years of my life serving you a cheeseburger while you were out there making beautiful music. I don't want to be reminded of that.